There are just some mornings where it feels like, or it looks like, everything isn't working out and everything comes at the same sort of time. I was scheduling a campaign to start selling tickets for an event that I'm running called Your Pathway to Abundance in November. And there's been some issue with payment, and so we can't launch it today. So they've locked me out of the system. I needed to get some printing done, and they now want a different address, so I need to go back and sort that out. And Leo was being extremely tired today, so he's being a bit grumpy and grizzly. My friend Juanita's sick. Suddenly, it's like everything kind of it looks like it's completely out of flow. It looks like everything's going wrong. But we assume that it's going wrong based on the fact that what looks like it's going right doesn't look this way. Because looking right looks like Juanita being okay, my campaign being able to be launched, Leo being happy, and yeah. And so what occurs to me is that when we get caught up in what it has to look like, happy and good looks like this, but when it doesn't actually look that way, then we get frustrated or we get annoyed because the expectation that we had isn't met. But just because of all of these things that have been going on this morning doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. These situations have occurred and that's what's happened. My experience of them, well, that's up to me.
And how did you experience them this morning?
It kind of looked like my experience was coming from my circumstances this morning. It looked like my frustration and annoyance was definitely coming from the fact that my campaign isn't working, and my shortness with Leo was because of him being grizzly. So yeah, the circumstances look very real to me this morning, like that was what was creating my experience. But I'm now feeling a little bit more calm and feeling a little bit less stressed out, as it were. And I know that things will just work out the way they need to work out, so it's no big deal, really, actually. The campaign will get done, Juanita will get better, and Leo's now at nursery, so yeah. It was just that specific moment where it seemed that everything, everything, when we make a big deal, oh yeah, my glasses are broken as well. We make a really big deal out of these things, but it's not really a big deal. It's just that we've made them into a really big deal. Like, it's this really big deal that my campaign's not sorted. It's a really big deal that Leo's not well, or it's like a really big deal that my glasses are broken. But it really isn't in the whole big scheme of things. No, it's not. And it occurred to me the other day, these sort of things is like saying that, I feel this way because my nail's broken. But I can make a really big deal out of my nail being broken. So it's not, once again, the circumstances, it's how much energy we put into these situations and thought in the moment, like how serious we take things. Because you could have put thousands of people in my situation this morning and they would have all responded very differently. So yeah, I guess the question is, where are we making a big deal out of things when it doesn't really need to be that way?